In today's video, we're going to speak about one of the most popular and famous trading indicators, the so-called MACD. How the MACD works, how you can use the perfect settings, and how you can integrate this indicator to your trading. All these points we will take a look today in this video. So guys, if you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe this channel, and I would say, let's go. Today we're going to take a look on the MACD indicator, which a lot of traders are using in their trading. But before we start to explain what is the MACD, we have to take a look how we can integrate the MACD to our chart here on TradingView. And for this, we click up here on this little indicator box and we have to put it here with MACD. And there you can see MACD stands for the moving average convergence divergence. So what we have to do here is to click on the MACD, and as you can see, it will directly open down here. And what we see now here is the MACD, but the MACD integrates a lot of things. So first of all, we have two EMAs, two moving averages. Well, first of all here, the MACD line, the blue line, and the so-called signal line, the orange line. Next to this, we have the so-called histogram, which you can see here with the green and red candles. And last but not least, we have the very important point of the MACD, the zero line, which you can see here in a little gray on the right side. But what we have to do now first is to take a look on each point of the indicator so you guys can understand what the MACD gives you for information, how these informations work, and last but not least, we take a look how this works to our chart. So I would say let's take a look here on the MACD. So guys, what we have first here is our MACD and our signal line. So our MACD line is this blue line, which you can see here, and this builds between the range of two EMAs, the EMA of 12 and the EMA of 26. Next to this, we have the signal line, which is built on the EMA on a level of 9. So these two EMAs gives us different information, and they only work in the EMA together because these lines work as following. So if the MACD lines come from up and crosses the orange line, our signal line, from the top here, so on a downtrend, then this means it is a short signal for us. So on this point, the market will go with a higher percentage downwards, and there we want to open a short position. If we take a look on the opposite example here, where the MACD line is crossing our signal line from down to top, this is against the other example up here, a bullish signal for us. So there we want to open a long trade. Next to this, we have the histogram, which gives us very good visual informations about the trend changing. So as you can see on the points where, for example, our MACD line is crossing our signal line on a downtrend here, the MACD histogram is also switching the color. So it comes from an uptrend here. There was strong MACD histogram candles, which you can see here in the dark green. Then they switch on the bright candles here in green. And after this, the histogram switch directly here to red. And this is the point where the MACD crosses our signal line. So this is a very good information for the momentum, and it's very nice to see with the histogram here. So it's a very, very good point here. And last but not least, we have the so-called zero line. And before we continue here, I want to show you something. So if we go here one time in the settings, you can see we have all the informations here, and the zero line is down here. But in this gray, I think it's not so nice to take a look on it. So what we have to do here is to make it in a white or any other color. And what I really like to do is to put it here in a line. Last but not least, make it here a bit more thick. And then you can see, if we click here on OK, that now you can see the zero line perfect here on the range of 0. And this is the heart of the MACD. Why? I will explain you now. Because if I told you if the MACD line is crossing on a downtrend, the signal line like here, for example, this means we want to open a short trade. But only if we are upper our zero line. So if we are in an example down here, and our MACD line is crossing our signal line from top to down, but below our zero line, this is no trade option for us. And there we don't want to open any short trade. We only open a short trade if the MACD line crossing the signal line from up to down above our zero line. The opposite example is if the MACD line, our blue line, is crossing our signal line from down to top, but below our zero line. This means there we want to open a long trade. So the zero line is very important. You have to take a look on all the information from the MACD, and in a combination, it is a very nice indicator to help you to open your trade positions. So guys, now we have an example how the MACD works here in the chart. And before we continue, I have a very important point for you. So we are now here in the crypto market, but the MACD you can use on any market. So it don't depend if you're in the crypto market, if you're in the stock market or in the Forex market, you can all time use the MACD indicator. This is very important for me to say. So I would say we take a look now here on our Bitcoin chart. So what we can see now here is Bitcoin coming here on this point from a like little uptrend. And as you can see, also the MACD and the signal line is coming from an uptrend here. But on this point up here, our MACD line is crossing our signal line from up to down and above our zero line. Very important. Next to this, we also can see that the histogram is changing the color. And this would be for us a short signal. So if we would go here with the peak and we would say, okay, with the next candle, which would be this candle here, I want to open here my short position. I want to go with the last significant high, which would be on this situation like this. And we say, okay, I want to make my chance risk factor here on a level of 2. So like this. And there you can see that the trade is working perfectly. But that's not all, because if we go here some candles to the right, we can see directly that our MACD is like going below our zero line and is crossing our signal line in a like uptrend here on this point. And that would mean for us that there we want to open a long position. So if we go on the exactly point where it crosses, we would open our long trade with this candle here. We would also make our stop loss here again on our last significant low on this example. And we would again work with a 2-to-1 chance risk factor. So our position would look like this here. And if we take a look on it, this trade also would work perfectly. And guys, if we take a look here, some candles more on the right side, you can see Bitcoin is coming from an uptrend here. On this point, it consolidates a bit to the right side, and then our MACD line is crossing our signal line. So on this point here, we would open with this candle our short trade. We would again put our stop loss on our last significant high, the last significant high from this move here, and our take profit again here with a 2-to-1 chance risk factor. So it would mean our position would look like around this here. And if we take a look now on this trade, it would like need some more time, but also this trade would work perfect. So guys, that's it about today's MACD session. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I can teach you how the MACD works and how you can integrate the MACD to your trading so you can bring your trading to the next level. If you like this video, you can smash the like button. You can subscribe this channel. I would really appreciate. And last but not least, if you have any question, if you want me to make any other content or any other indicator, whatever, let me know in the comments. And I would say goodbye.